Hi Aries, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to your love bite. Aries, let's see what are the messages for you now. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers and welcome in newcomers. Aries Spirit, messages for Aries. Alright Aries, 3 cards for the first person. 6 of Wands, 3 of Swords and the Page of Swords. Okay, second person, 5 of Wands, Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Mutual energies, Death, 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. Bottom of my deck, I have a Page of Wands in reverse, Aries. Somebody is scared to reach out. They're very embarrassed, they're very ashamed to reach out because they know they cause some kind of a heartbreak in this connection. But they are spying, they are watching, maybe through friends or family or something, or social media, who knows. But this person is very embarrassed to reach out themselves. The other person says, I'm done with the drama. I'm done with the drama. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't trust this person. I've already cut this person out of my life. And things have been stagnant, at least from my end. I'm not thinking about them. So that's my first thought looking at the first 2 lines. Of course, we are going to clarify each and every card, and then we'll also do your mutual energies, Aries. But before that, let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll do the clarification. All right, Spirit, Aries and their person, if they could say something to each other right now, what would that be? Aries and their person, Spirit. Aries and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? All right, let's take a few more Aries from second deck. Aries and their person, Spirit. Aries and their person, if they could say something. Oh, that's too many. Let me put some back and shuffle it again. Take one more. Aries and their person. All right, let's take a few more from a third deck as well, Aries, and then we'll start the reading. Aries and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be, Spirit? All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Aries, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. All right, so the first card here, Aries, says, I do talk about you. Maybe I said like through friends or family or whatever way they're trying to get information. The first card says, I do talk about you. I want to regain your trust. I'm waiting for you. It's still not over, boo. I hate that your rejection can still trigger a tendency for me to spiral out of control with unhealthy and addictive behaviors. I know that I shouldn't compare others to you, but I just can't help it. You're a tough act to follow, and absolutely no one measures up. No matter what has happened between us, you are still the one. It drives me crazy how you manage to read my mind and hijack my thoughts. How do you know everything? I can't hide anything from you. It frustrates me that I can't connect with anyone else the way that I connect with you. Our connection is magical and no one else compares. Your silence is killing me. You are the catalyst for my spiritual growth. It was a difficult decision for both of us. Our hearts are connected by an invisible cord. All right, so these were some of your messages, Aries. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on the first line, which is the first person, who I'll address as person A. Second line is person B. You could be either one of them, Aries, and these are not gender-based. All right, so person A, why are you looking so defeated, lack of victory? Oh, they are embarrassed because they made the wrong choice in the past. This person is very embarrassed and ashamed. Maybe they went out to see what else is out there, and that's what I think put this connection into, a hold position. Am I right, person A? What's the 3 of Swords? Yep, they hurt their person, they betrayed their person, and this connection ended. This person, I think, turned their back on this connection to see what else was out there, and they lost out on their true soulmate. They treated their person like just an option in their life, or a friend, or a friends with benefits. Now they are kicking themselves because they feel, I should have invested when the time was right. Why didn't I put in the energy, effort? They know they made some very foolish and unwise choices in their life, and now they've lost out on a long-term commitment. They have so many bad memories created. This person is very worried that they lost out on this friendship. They feel all the mind games that I played on person B, finally they became the loser of the game. Okay, they disrespected their person. They are straightforwardly telling me that. So why the Page of Swords in reverse? Why the Page of Swords in reverse? They are trying to find out information. They are not coming forward themselves. It's like they are still being, I think they feel lack of power or something. They want to know, but through maybe other means. If the other person has moved on, have they taken an offer from somebody else, and they are hoping that, the other person hasn't moved on to new love. But I have a feeling this person is scared to take action themselves. They are not taking action, but they are spying, they are watching, they are trying to find out if the other person has gotten unstuck. So as much as they want to come rushing back, I have a feeling this person, I don't know whether they have the guts to even reach out at this time. Yeah, they are feeling very scattered. They are feeling, like I said, this person is trying to gather information, but to reach out themselves, I think they're trying to avoid that because they don't know whether it'll work or whether their offer will be accepted. Maybe they're trying to find out if the other person is happy without them, or do they have other options now? Have they given up on me? Like, they don't want to reach out and then have it all backfire on them, So, okay, so person B, what about you? How are you feeling currently then? Person B says, nah, I don't want any drama in my life, Omkaratarot. This was too much of conflict in this connection. I don't want to fight anymore. There was nothing on offer here. My person was, never stepping up, never doing right by me. They were not ready to step up and be a true partner to me. So I got to know some truths about them, and that's when I realized I don't want to invest in this connection anymore. I've already wasted enough time, energy, effort. I don't want any more disappointment, nor do I want to fight with somebody who's only going to be selfish and self-centered. All they want is to be one up over me. They never make me feel valued. They always treat me like the underdog. It's always going to be their way or the highway. This can't be my soulmate. Yes, I have given up. I have given up, and I'm happy. I am, doing different things in my life. I'm no longer waiting around for an offer from them because I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't want to deal with an immature person or a player anymore. So person B is passing judgment right now and saying, you know what, I'd rather just be single, independent, focus on myself, focus on my goals, focus on my future. Why do I need to sit around here and deal with a toxic energy who's already shown me what they are? And you know what, they haven't even messaged me. So person A is not messaging because they're scared, I think, and person B says, well, the whole point that they haven't even reached out means they're the same as they were before. So I think person B is kind of giving up. They're giving up, and I have the Queen of Swords here, I have the Queen of Swords here. So it's like the trust issues are only escalating because of this. So Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, see, person B has the same card as well. So they also feel this could have been successful, but it wasn't. There was a lack of victory, lack of success. So person B has taken a step back. They've taken a step back to reflect or just take time out for themselves or heal their own broken heart, because they feel, they didn't even message, they didn't even apologize to me. So yes, person B could be upset and angry. They feel their love got taken for granted, or the love was not reciprocated. Okay, so, well, let's see your mutual energies then. For person A who's scared to reach out, actually, the person A doesn't want this connection to end. They really don't want this connection to end. Like I said, they just don't have the courage. They don't have the courage to reach out or be the first one to message now, because they feel the other person may not even want to work with me anymore. What if they've already turned their back? What if they found a Two of Cups already? It's like they feel if I was to go and say anything, it would just backfire on me, right? Yeah, so they're sitting in a lot of sadness and depression. This person is feeling very sad, very depressed. They want to end the fight. Yes, they do want to end the fight. They would like a brand new chapter, but somewhere their fear is that what if, you know. Okay, so person B, what about you? What do these three cards mean for you? According to person B, they feel my person's energy will never change. They are busy in their own life. They're working with other people. Their attention is on other people, and all they're doing is lying and cheating. And even if they were to come back, I don't think it's going to work out between us. Why not? Why not? Why do you feel it won't work out if they return? Seven of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So person B is seeing person A as a bit of a liar, or somebody who cannot make up their mind, or is very defensive. So I don't know. Person B is, they feel that they will continue to get juggled, or person A will never make up their mind, or something like that. So person B is very defensive. They're guarding their energy. They've been through that heartbreak and they don't want to go through that pain again, I think. So they could be just focusing on their money and on their stability, feeling, I have to now hold back from them. They can't change, or they won't change, or I don't want to take the chance and get into a connection which is going to give me stress and anxiety. I don't want to invest in a connection where I have been made to feel that I was just an option in their life. Okay, so tell me about the Page of Wands in reverse. What's the Page of Wands in reverse as the overall energy, spirit? Page of Wands in reverse, okay. Give me one more. Yeah, see, I told you. This is person A who's afraid that they will end up looking like a fool if they were to reach out. If they were to even try, they will not get their wish come true, or they'll be seen as a trickster, or maybe they won't get this partnership. So they're pretty down and out on themselves. This person is not happy. They feel none of my dreams and wishes are coming true. They know they did wrong to person B, and that's the reason this person can't get themselves out right now to come and have that communication. Okay, so at least for this weekend, I don't see them really reaching out. We'll check in the longer readings on Monday, Aries. Till then, love and light. Take care. Namaste.